Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're gonna be doing an add to payment method use case in Figma. So I decided to go live and to share with you a bit of my design process from scratch. So without further details, let's see exactly what this is all about. And let me share you my screen. Okay. So as you can see here, let's see what we're going to be creating. So as you can see, let's say we build a mobile app and we have to design an ad payment method. And as you can see here, this is what we're going to add: a credit or debit card, PayPal or Apple Pay. So let me walk you through all this to see exactly how it works. Okay, complete name on card, card number, expiration date, card verification code, and as you can see here, card detector, and you can save your card, and your card has been successfully added. Or if you don't know what CVC is, you can click on it and see that this is how it looks like on Visa, MasterCard, and Maestro. And when you click those accordions, you can see that on Amex or American Express, this verification code is made up within 4 digits. Okay, so that's what we're gonna be creating in Figma. See methods, and that's it. So even if it sounds simple, you may have to treat this very carefully and to pay attention to all these details, like what is a card verification code, card detector, and so on. And what I did here, I also addressed the light theme, as you can see, and I used a design system in order to reinforce my creative process. And if you want to see how exactly I did, let's begin. So first things first, let's say you wanna go in Figma and choose design file and hit A for artboards, select phone and choose iPhone 14 and 15 Pro Max. And before we dive into the actual process, let's do a bit of a brainstorming. So let's see what is the anatomy of a credit card, or let's say go even beyond that. Let's go even in the earlier stages and see exactly like that. I am a senior UX designer and I plan to design an ad payment method screen use case in Figma. Can you please lay out the structure of each screen for me? Let's see what ChatGPT can offer us. So you see, he already, the amount of information is insane. I think it's very useful. So you want to be using ChatGPT as much as you can. And I think this is very useful. So as you can see here, welcome introduction screen with a header, add a payment method, subtitle description, briefly explain why the user needs to add a payment method, get started, option list, credit, debit card, PayPal, bank transfer, other. So these other methods, I think it would be best if you can display to your users depending on their location, because uh, some of the methods work well in some countries and some don't. So icon visuals, icon next, action button. Okay, so for the credit or debit card, you see here card holder name, card number, expiry dates, card verification, code, checkbox, save this card for future payments, and save your card. Security note, your payment details are securely encrypted. So I even I just created these screens from scratch without looking on ChatGPT, but I see how powerful this can get. So you want to make sure that ChatGPT is your next tool, is your close friend when it comes to UX design. Okay, so this is very useful. I will not go into details, but I will leave these prompts under the description here. So now moving on, we're gonna address and add a card, a credit or a debit card. So as you can see, can you please explain and provide the anatomy of a credit debit card for me? Try to be as detailed as you can and include all corner cases, exceptional cases such as card detector, card number for each type of card, and so on. So this is not just typing and creating inputs in Figma and buttons and so on. So you see, if you get a deep dive into the anatomy of a credit card, you will see that the card number has 16 digits for Visa, MasterCard, and Discover, 15 for American Express, and sometimes can be broken in groups of 4 digits, and each card has unique starting digit. So Visa starts with 4, MasterCard starts with 5, American Express with 3, 4, or 3, 7, and Discover starts with 6. Okay, expiration date. So you want to, so look, he provides to me the example of card layout. Wow, so I think this is great. You should use ChatGPT as much as you can, and this is your primary source of inspiration. And another source of inspiration, I think, is Mobin. And I know Mobin is, you have to pay, you have to go and upgrade or membership. But let's say that I'm gonna search for a payment method, and even on the free membership, I still get a lot of inspiration. As you can see here, choose a payment method, card, pay with PayPal, and pay with Apple Pay, and they visually reinforce the available credit cards here. And I think this is useful. Another way to display is with this stacked lists. Okay, the card uh, detailed screen, so you can copy your screen, you can go to your computer, create a folder, and just make sure you create another folder, Brainstorm. Okay, and you want to save all these, so download. Okay, go here and just copy and paste it in your Brainstorm folder. And this process can go on and on. You start looking for inspiration. I think this one is great. Okay, save or just download. Okay, so you want to collect ideas here because everyone does that. Believe me, if you, in every domain, if you plan to create a recipe, what is the first thing that you do? You go on YouTube and watch recipes. So this is not unique. It's not with everyone is free. You can share your design process, and you can copy what other designers do. As you may notice, uh, great, good designers copy and great designers steal. So I think we're just collecting ideas here. Um, and this one I saved, Patreon. Okay, go here and just go in my folder. Okay, and another interesting example is Stripe. because Stripe is the well-known payment provider, and I think this is a renowned company. And if you want to get inspiration when it comes to building checkout forms or card payment forms, you can go here, try the demo, and hit next and next, and you can customize this form. And as you can see, the card information is very well grouped, is minimalist, simple, straight to the point, and I think everyone understands that this is a card number, this is the month, the year, and the card verification code. And they explain it very good and very effective by providing this descriptive icon here. Okay, so you can test, you can go and see. So, okay, you can go to Dribble and type payment method, mobile UI design, or Pinterest, or whatever. Save and just go to the execution. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do here in Figma is um, just recreate all this, and you can see that I already created. So if you want to address both themes, you should use variables in Figma. And okay, so let's go here, pages. These are mobile screens. Just hit plus, components. Okay, in order to be more, to recognize all these very easily, I think you can just use uh, something like this, an emoji here, or this one. I think this is better. And just type mobile screens. Okay, for components, just go here, type pencil or something like that. I don't know, it's up to you. So you want to stay organized, you want to create your first screen and just add payment method. Okay, I think I'm gonna use inter. Think let's make it medium. Let's decrease a bit the size. Okay, and in order to let's copy this color, or just let's make it here from sketch. I will use a dark blue, a very dark blue. Okay, okay, and just make it like that. And I'm gonna dress the dark theme in the first place. And just unselect everything in the canvas, and let's uh, create our first variable. So unselect everything, go here to local variables, create variables, and create your first color variable. And this is uh, our dark, our light gray. So this value is pure white, and just go here, hold Shift Enter, and just type 10 and choose this color because this will be the darkest color. So you want to just add some variations of light gray and dark gray in order to play with backgrounds and so on. You can choose something like that, duplicate, you can choose something like that, duplicate, something like that, and just increase the value. And I think delete, just type 9, move it, just type a lighter version, 8, and just move up just to have a bit of flexibility. And you have to choose, because believe me, when creating UI design and when working in UI design, you want to have a lot of colors. Okay, and 5, I think, something like that. Okay, so this collection, just go here and type rename and just call it primitives. Okay, and just select all of them and just make a group and call gray, and go here to all variables, create again color, and just type orange, and just choose something like that, of red orange or something like that. And this is for light theme, and this is for dark theme because I want on dark to have a much increased contrast. So create a group called orange. This is one, this is two. Go here, duplicate, and let's say blue or mauve, something like that, because maybe want to see how this looks like on with mauve as a call, as a primary call to action. And okay, something like that. And I think we're good. And in order to reference these variables, let's create another collection called tokens. Okay, so this here we're gonna create the first variable called background. And as a value, double click and choose rename light, double click, and you have to choose your theme in order to create, to reference variables. I know this can be annoying, but I think you have to pay. So in order to reference and to trigger those variables, just go here to light, click on library, and just type gray, and on dark, click on library and just type this very dark mauve. Okay, so these are the variables if we are gonna use both themes light and dark. And let's say we are on dark, and here on field, go to libraries, just type here token background, and let's use only local, and this is going to be the light theme, and go here to tokens and just choose light. And if you want to just choose dark, you see that this is working. So both themes are working, so you have to switch. And okay, okay, so this is going to be the color for body. On dark theme, the color for body is white, and on light theme, the color for body is dark. Okay, so go here again on variables. Okay, just duplicate this, just type primary. Okay, and for light, it will be something like that. And okay, for dark, it will be pure white. And let's duplicate and choose background 2, background 1. Okay, and this will be the background colors for different types of backgrounds. So just click on this to create a group called surface. Okay, select all variables and just duplicate secondary. We want to establish a secondary color for text paragraphs because we don't want paragraphs to have the same color as titles. So just duplicate these, create again a group called text or body, but I will leave text. Okay, so now let's click and select this title, go to field, go to library, just type text, just go primary, and whenever we switch through these themes, you see that the color adapts smoothly. Okay, so let's create our first call to action. So this safeguard button here. So just click, save card, just go here, just type 16. I think 16 will be the font size for our body. Okay, so select this, hold Shift A in order to add an auto layout. Just go to field here, add a field, go here to libraries, go to surface, okay, and we have to establish the accent and the brand color. And how we're going to do that? Go here to surface, just duplicate and click brand, okay. And for light theme, we have to choose this orange, and for dark theme, this orange. This is the brand. Okay, so save card, go here to library and make sure you're using uh, colors under the tokens collection and not on the primitives. And for the save, you have to choose something like this. Go to search, body or text, and the text is primary. Okay, and whenever you switch, you see that this already changes. And let's make this is fixed 390. Just align it on the middle. Let's make sure that it has 12 pixels on the border radius, and let's increase the distance here on auto layout because we want to have a height of 45 pixels. Okay, but I want this text here on dark theme to be dark, and on light theme I think we have to use light. But we also have a primary color for text dark. And how we gonna choose that? How we gonna address this problem? Well, go here, go to text, and just duplicate and call invert. Okay, and for invert we want to switch, and you want to choose the invert values, and just hold command in order to select the element inside this button. Select save card text and go here to text and just type invert. Okay, and let's see if this is working. Yes, and I think we are good. And just make sure this is filled, okay, because if we have longer text here, save card, my friend, it will work. Okay, so I think this is good. Okay, so if you're not happy with the color, with this color for dark theme, because I'm not completely happy, just go here, local variables, switch to primitives, and here you have to change these defined values, and not from the token, because you can use them. You can change the value of each variable inside the primitives. Okay, so just move this around, and you see as I'm changing the values, I can see in real time how this is changing. And I think the contrast that I want to hit is good. Okay, and let's create another page called typography because we want to get consistent at the very beginning of our uh, project. So a common mistake that I did many years ago, uh, it was that I created all the screens with no components, and after that I created the components and replaced them all over the screens, and it took me a lot of headaches and a lot of wasted time. So make sure you are good to go at the beginning. So let's turn this button into our first component. So go here, just type A for an artboard, just use tablet or whatever you want. Just type buttons here and just type just choose this, paste the component and just type button and just turn into component called primary button. Okay, and go to mobile and just go to assets and just add this one because this is the component. Make sure it's perfectly aligned on the middle. Go here. So what we have to do now is just add this arrow. So this is payment methods. Okay, and I have to add the status bar. So if let's add the status bar here. As you can see, I'm already using a design system, and I think you should do the same in order to save some time. Go here to status bar, rename it, go on the components, and just in order to stay very neat and very organized, make another artboard and just type that and rename it status bar. And in order to trigger those variables, in order that for this component to work well on both teams, you have to go here on selection. Okay, go to libraries. This is under the primitives and make sure you stay still on text and choose text. Okay, okay, go here, go to assets and make sure only local components. But let's turn this one into a component first, status bar, and just go to mobile screens, assets, and you see here, okay, just drag and drop, align it on the middle, make sure this is 390 pixels, perfectly aligned on the middle, make sure that the distance here is 8. So as a padding values, we're going to use multiple of 4 pixels. Okay, let's increase a bit, or no, just leave it like that. And if we just switch to the light version, we can check and see that everything works properly. Okay, so let's use that arrow. I'm using all libraries here, back arrow, drag and drop, just detach because I want to show you exactly how to use components. Make sure, make this output a bit smaller. Okay, duplicate and rename this output icons. Delete this component, just paste this back arrow, make sure text, okay, and make sure this is a symbol. Okay, go to screens, go to assets, make sure, okay, just drag and drop, okay. So this will be our first header or top bar, okay. So we're going to select all these 3 components and just hold Shift A in order to add our first auto layout and make sure this has a full width, okay. Okay, and let's make sure the distance here between is 20 pixels, and in order to have different values for the distance between these elements, I want the distance between my arrow and my H1 to be smaller than the distance between this arrow and the status bar. And how we're going to do that? Well, select the back arrow and payment methods and just create another auto layout and just decrease here the distance. I think 16 will work well. And if it's gonna select this one, top bar, let's rename it. And the distance here is 24. So this distance between these two is 16 and the distance between these two groups is 24. Okay, so I want this to take the full real estate when it comes to uh, horizontal X, and just type here content or whatever. And this group has to have fill container, and the element inside this title has to be also filled. Okay, and as you can see, we are good. And I think this arrow just link and just make it no 24. Make sure this is linked and just decrease a bit the width and the size. Okay, guys, so let's see here. I think we have to make sure this is 8 in order to give a bit of a space here. And here it's 14. But okay. So you have to check here because the width is fixed, but the height, it has to be hard contents. Okay, and you have to manipulate here the distance from the auto layout in order to gain more control. Okay, so I think we're done with the top bar. This is the payment methods here, and we have to create this information notification box here. So you don't have a payment method yet, add one in order to make payments and enjoy the benefits. Okay, so let's uh, type T for text and just type it like that. You don't have a payment method yet. Okay, this is a subtitle. Just Command D in order to duplicate and add one in order to make payments and enjoy the benefits. Okay, and let's make it 14 and let's make it regular. You don't have a payment method, I think. This is 24. And just go to typography and just take all these three and turn it into a style. Okay, so just copy the style, Option Command C, paste it and make it 16 in order to rapidly make this 16 and make this 12, 20. Just align this and just distribute vertical spacing. And why am I doing this? You will see. Okay, so this is gonna be my H1. This is H1 24. This is H2, and this is a paragraph. Okay, so go here, select this H1, go here to text, create a style, and just type titles, and this is going to be my H1. Go here, do the same, paste. This is gonna be my H2, and this is gonna be my paragraph, and this is a regular one, because there are cases when you want to be using a smaller paragraph. Just unlink here, make sure this is 14. Okay, go here, paragraphs, and just type small. Okay, oh, I did a mistake, paragraphs and paragraph. Okay, and I think I have to delete this one and make sure this is paragraph and this is small. Okay, so regular and now is small. And how am I going to delete this? You go here to text styles, and when you click here on paragraphs, just delete this style. Okay, and let's add one more h3 for this example, and let's unlink. Let's make it 18. This is going to be titled, and this is going to be my h3. Okay, so these are the titles, and these are the paragraphs, regular and small one. Okay, and now we're going to go back to our mobile screens and just reference them. This is the h1, this is an h3, and this is a small paragraph. But for paragraph, I don't want to use medium. Go here, edit, and just type regular, choose regular again. So it's a lot of back and forth. It's not perfect. You have to come back and change your styles until you are happy. Okay, but for this paragraph, I don't like to be white. So let's choose secondary color and go here, library, and just type secondary. Okay, and this also choose the variable type. Just type here, primary, and okay. And now we are good. Okay, this is payment method. Okay, go to light, and you see this is all working. Okay, let's select these two, hit Shift A, info. Okay, so decrease a bit the size here, 12, and let's add a background. Okay, so how we're gonna do that? Let's check again our variables from tokens, and I think I'm gonna choose a background too. Okay, just go under the field, hit plus, go here, library background 2, and just type here on the corner radius, just type 12. Let's give it a bit of a room, 4 and 12. Okay, just select these two and make it field. Okay, okay, and here just increase also 12 or 16. Okay, and let's make it fixed 390. Okay, and I think 12 is better. Okay, so I think this title is way too big. So, and let's make another title called H4 unlink, and let's make it 16. And go here, other style called H4. Okay, select all these and just distribute the vertical spacing in order to stay accurate, and just select this title and change to H4. And I think now, and decrease a bit here, 8 pixels. Okay, so this is the process, guys, and I want to add this info icon here, go to assets, and I'm gonna be using octopus here. This is an info icon that I saved when I did this design system. Okay, take this one, detach instance, just copy, go to components, and just paste it along here with this back arrow. Just unlink here, and for this background, I'm gonna use um, a background too. And for this icon inside, I'm gonna use text primary. Okay, okay, and just select and just create component. Okay, go here and select this auto layout group. So go here and just paste here the um, the icon, and you see we have the direction here is on vertical, and we have to switch to horizontal, but look what's happening here. So select these two layers, create again another auto layout, change here the direction, and let's add another background color. Go here under the token, select surface, select a variable, duplicate it, and we have to choose something like that, and choose something like that, and let's select this one and choose yes. And I think I want even a lighter color for this background icon. And again, you can create another variable or just select another value here. And I think we're good. Let's increase a bit here. Let's make sure this one is 24. Oh, it's way too big. Let's make it 20. Okay. And for the corner values, I think 4, it will work better. And the distance between this icon and this um, text is way too small, and I want to increase it. Okay, guys. So let's select it and let's add a stroke, and let's add a value for this stroke. Let's add background 3. Let's make it dashed. Go here under these 3 dots, select dash, and let's increase the dash value. Okay, and let's add 1.2. Okay, and I think we are good. And let's perfectly align on the horizontal axis. And let's increase here the distance. I think 8 is good, and I think 16 will work well. Okay, let's switch it to the light theme and let's see how this will look. Okay, so let's increase a bit the values. So go here again under the tokens and let's choose 4. Okay, and I think here I want to change a bit 7. Okay, and here I think 8 is better. 8 and here 12. Okay, you can store numeric variables under the radius, but we're gonna do that later. Okay, so let's switch back to the light dark theme. And what else do we have? This one, this bar, let's add this bottom bar. Okay, this is okay. Let's create this. Go to components, another artboard called bottom bar. Type R for rectangle, type 120, type 4, type 12, and this is going to be a background 2, or I believe, and now let's make it into a symbol, and let's go here and just type background 2. Background 3. But I think the element inside, okay, just type here 100, 100 or something like that. Okay, let's add this to our artboards. mobile screen, just go to assets, just go to bottom bar, just drag it, okay, and just go all the way to the bottom, okay. Just make sure this has a distance between with 8 pixels and it's perfectly aligned. Or you can go here and just type text primary, and you can decrease the opacity or something like that. But no, I think no. Let's add a bit another background color. So go to tokens, background 4, and let's just like that. And go here and just choose background 4. Okay, and I'm just happy, and let's choose background and let's reset all changes. Okay, so how we're gonna stay till now? uh, okay, are you happy? Just rate this live from 1 to be totally miserable and 10 be I'm happy. Please continue. Let's see here, and screen. Okay, let's share again. Okay, guys, so I think we're going to address the add to add card, but I think we're gonna address it in the next live. So let's make choose your preferred way to pay, and we're good to go. If you want to continue, I will continue this in another video. But till now, I want to show you and to tell you that I'm gonna uh, create a UI UX design course for beginners, because it can be daunting and overwhelming, and I want to make sure I will offer practical examples and how you can get step by step to becoming a UX designer from scratch. So I will create a course I am creating now, and I will mm, let you know when this will gonna be ready. So please give it an email on hello@premiumuikids.com, and you will be on my waiting list. So until next time, just practice, practice. And if you have any questions, please give it a thumbs like or a comment in this comment section. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.